Boom! My name is Baba Wealth the Pandit, and this is BWATV. BWATV, we are road to 100,000 subscribers. And we also want to say a special thanks to my channel members. May God perfect that which concerns you, and also my super stickers and my super chatters, upward and forward only. BWATV, we love you. Blessings. Let's get sporty with BWATV. Boom! My name is Baba Wealth the Pandit, and this is BWATV. BWATV, we are road to 100,000 subscribers. And we also want to say a special thanks to my channel members. May God perfect that which concerns you, and also my super stickers and my super chatters, upward and forward only. BWATV, we love you. Blessings. Let's get sporty with BWATV.
Wow, welcome back on the second episode of the day. We are going to talk about, of course, it's always about the beautiful game here on BWATV, Baba World Arsenal Fans TV. My name is Baba the Pandit, like keep your county favorite pandit. We had the first one with my guest Kosi of Arsenal podcast, and I tell you, it was an amazing Arsenal prediction against Man United, Man City against Fulham, Man City against Tottenham, and Man City against West Ham on the last day of this last kick of the season. Now we have another one. This one we are going to talk about Man City and Arsenal. Title race continues, the title race twist, and I have my co-host Double K. She is a Man City fan. She is the champion already because they won a treble last season. But this season we are neck to neck with her as we continue to take it. As Arsenal fans, we believe it's going to until the end of the season. I see you people that remember to share, remember to like. Bad files all the way. Thank you very much for coming, and also June Terry. Yes. All everybody, welcome, and feel free to share and also tell us where you think your team will finish at the end of the season. My name is Babo the Pandit. Like keep your county favorite pandit. This is BWATV. We continue talking about the beautiful game, and remember, we always appreciate our super chatters, our members of the channel, and everybody who support this channel. We really appreciate you here on BWATV.
Boom! My name is Baba Wealth the Pandit, and this is BWATV. BWATV, we are road to 100,000 subscribers. And we also want to say a special thanks to my channel members. May God perfect that which concerns you, and also my super stickers and my super chatters, upward and forward only. BWATV, we love you. Blessings. Let's get sporty with BWATV.
In a couple of minutes, she'll be here and she'll be telling us, does she still think as Man City can go straight without losing any points as the season continues? Does she still think Man City will continue without losing any point as the season continues? Because it's only 3 games for Man City to go, and 2 games for Arsenal. And for City, it's tricky 2 away games. That is against Fulham on Saturday early kickoff tomorrow. Then on Tuesday night, they go to Spurs. It has not been a good hunting ground for City since Spurs changed the stadium. They have not been harvesting very well there at Spurs Stadium. And also the last kickoff of the season on weekend, they'll be next weekend they'll be hosting West Ham. West Ham, remember, they are playing. David Moyes will be playing his last match for West Ham because he said he is leaving the club at the end of the season. So West Ham might be looking at this game and saying, you know what, we want to take our manager to give him a better farewell. So it's a tricky match for Man City. But Arsenal, on the other hand, they have to do their job. On Sunday, 6:30 East African time, they are going to Old Trafford, where they'll be facing Man United. I tell you, Arsenal have not won at Old Trafford since 2020 when Aubameyang scored that game. And remember that game, there were no fans, so it was during COVID season. And before that, Arsenal have very poor form when it comes to APL against Man United. They have only managed one win in their last 16 games. And wow, EK, long time bro, how have you been? Bado tunakimbizana na hii kitu. EPL title, I tell you, we are winning it on Sunday at Old Trafford, my brother. Mzito Baba, where you all back. I've been been here, I've been doing lives, man. I've been doing lives. Uliza, nimekuwa nikifanya lives. Monday nilikuwa na live, nilikuwa na Karora Dul. Leo hii ni ya pili, leo nimepiga ingine hapo, nimepiga live ingine na sasa hii. Today I've done two, bro. Nimezipiga. But it's good to see you. Najua nimekupotelea, but saizi niko live, tuko naye bumper to bumper, niko live, so tuko naye bro. How are you? How is your side? You long time. How is your side, man? Today I have an interview with the Man City fan, because they think, and she think, they are going to take it. They are going to win it, and I should do a live commentating about the game. Do you think I'll get a strike? Why strike, Bona? You're about to go to work. Why do you think utapata strike? Oh, commentating. No, you can't, because I once did it. Nimeifanya moja but nilikuwa na view. Shida ni labda kuwa na nini. Kwa na music. Double K bwana inakata. Let's try. Device not connected. Double K on the other side. Try. Oh, well, watch on TV will comment. I did it once na haikuwa na shida. I did it once na haikuwa na shida. There she is, and she comes with the Manchester City jersey. But the good thing is she knows iko ataitoa karibuni. How are you, my sister? Mambo vipi?
I'm very much fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Mafuriko tu huku.
Mafuriko imefika kweli?
I
don't think so.
Jana imenyesha kubwa sana.
Hata huku imenyesha, hata saa hii ilikuwa inanyesha few minutes ago. But
actually jana kama ningekuwa town ningelala tu town.
Yeah, it has rained really.
Yeah. But we thank God, at least we're in good health.
Yes.
We can't complain.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Now I can see someone is asking me where I am. We are live on YouTube. Yeah, Babawell the Pundit. Yes.
Oh, nini? TikTok.
We are live. We are live on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that. That we are live on this YouTube page. But we are live on my TikTok page.
Okay. Cheers. Nice one. I guess nilisahau, ningekuwa nimeiweka hapa, ningeweka TikTok pia live hapa. Anyway,
Mm.
now we can start it. It's about to go down, and yeah, who could have thought at the end of the season itakuwa two horse race?
Hey guys, welcome. I'm actually on. Uh,
Link iliniambia inaekwaje? Wait. Okay, double K, tunaweza anza.
yes, I'm ready.
Now I'm asking you, would you have thought it at the end itakuwa two horse race, Arsenal and Man City? Mathematically Liverpool wako, but realistically tunajua hawako.
Yes.
What happened? What happened to Liverpool?
Well, about Liverpool, I don't think I have a solid explanation why Liverpool all of a sudden we are seeing them lose games and they are withdrawing from the title race. To be realistic, I don't think they stand a chance to win the league. Liverpool, I just think it's a two-way horse. But unfortunately, I just think it's pressure. For me, I would say Liverpool are out because of pressure. The reason they had pressure is because they had is because Klopp announced his leaving. But then if you
Yeah.
check what happened with Klopp, the time that he said that he's leaving Liverpool, that is when things started going south because they want to win in each and every tournament they are participating in. Starting with, they wanted to win the Europa, they needed the
Yeah.
league, they needed the FA, and practically it's not possible. So what happened is that they were under a pressure for Klopp to finish his season well, because I just feel and think if it hadn't Klopp hadn't announced that he's leaving Liverpool, maybe things would have been otherwise. Because I think the players, starting from the captain, they felt like we owe him. We owe him a good what send off. What a good send off means. It means winning trophies, and that is pressure. And when you in EPL, we know very well that pressure doesn't really work for teams. When a team has pressure to win, that is when you start seeing them. Actually, they have lost matches we didn't expect them to lose, even drawing certain teams. You wonder if this is the normal Liverpool that we know, but it's the normal Liverpool. They don't have many injuries per se, but for them, I think winning the EPL is a done deal for Liverpool. I don't think there's any way they can win the EPL for now. The chance they had, they would have won Europa. Actually, the thing they have won is Carabao, and I think they will have to get satisfied with Carabao because the league, I don't think so. I don't see it coming.
Sure. EK nitakutafuta ile jingine, then utanionyesha ile jingine. Tutakuwa nimalize hii please, it is tuchukue time mingi because we don't want to take more than an hour. EK. Okay. Double K, you still believe you can win it? Because I want us to start with the game against Fulham. Fulham struggle sana to take a point against Man City. I guess in a decade they have not managed any point against you guys. Do you think anything, whatever we say, anything can happen in football? Do you think that anything will happen tomorrow? Because an early kickoff sometimes messes big things.
Yeah, it's early kickoff for big teams is a kind of frustration. But yeah, I think we're talking about Manchester City. And when you talk about Manchester City and early kickoffs, actually, it hasn't been a problem of late. I don't think there's any match Manchester City have lost because it's an early kickoff. On the other hand, when you look at Fulham, if you look at Fulham, the way they have performed off late matches, actually in 7 matches, Fulham has just managed just a single win. Yes, just a single win. So I don't think against Manchester City, as I know, let me talk to Arsenal fans. I know they hope and they pray that Fulham, somewhere, Fulham can beat Manchester City. But
Yeah,
statistically, I don't
even a
think
draw.
Fulham stands a chance, though Fulham has good players. Talk of kind of Iwobi. I think he will be ready for us, and even Broja. Those are players that they score any minute. But against Manchester City tomorrow at 2:30 p.m., practically I don't think Fulham stand a chance. And if somebody wants to argue that Fulham can win, if you look at the record Fulham has got against big teams, Fulham has lost. They have lost against big teams. But they beat Arsenal. I remember they won
They
against
beat us.
Arsenal. Yes,
Yeah.
and they won against Manchester United. So that one, somebody can argue that way. But honestly, with the squad that Pep has right now, the form that Manchester City players are in right now, I don't think Fulham stands a chance against Manchester City.
Um, don't you think City can drop points against Fulham and maybe get a draw? Because Fulham, Marco Silva is a very good coach, though of late maybe it is known that whenever Fulham are safe, they have that tendency of losing, of not getting clinical enough because they are already safe in the relegation battle. But I think they have good players, Iwobi, Paulinha. Do you think a chance? Do you think they can get a draw?
Yeah, they even have the likes of Andres Pereira. So I don't think, as I have said, I don't think Fulham stands a chance, even as they have a player like William and so. When we talk about Manchester City, we talk about actually, if you look Manchester City, the past few games, Manchester City has won all games. I think the only game that Manchester City struggled to win was versus Nottingham Forest, but Manchester City is in a good form, and that's why it's position 2 right now. And if you look at the squad, even I agree that Marco is a good coach, but you can't compare his tactics with Pep Guardiola's. I just think even the squad itself will fight. I understand that Manchester City will be away, which is a disadvantage though, but tukiongea tu kweli venye mambo iko, Manchester City is a strong team for now. They have
Yeah,
Rodri is yet to lose. So do you think that Fulham can make Rodri lose a game this season? Which I don't think so. I don't see it coming. And wait a minute. Actually, Manchester City is second in the league. Fulham right now is mid-table. Actually, it's standing at position 13. So statistically tukiongea tu kweli, a game can go
yeah.
otherwise. Ukiangalia tu venye wachezaji wako, game venye tu iko, the history of the two clubs, honestly, Fulham, I don't think they stand a chance. Though I'm quite sure tomorrow they will be defensive. I am quite sure about that because they know that Manchester City is a team that attacks. Even if Manchester City gets one goal, they will still attack for more. I think they will come to defend, and you defend against Manchester City, you make mistakes, you're punished for sure.
Sure, sure. I also I don't think Fulham are in a position to beat or get points against the City. Okay, now if you think you look at that way against Fulham, now let's talk about Tottenham. Tottenham, they are in a poor run. 4 losses in a row against Chelsea, against Newcastle, against Arsenal. Now you think Tottenham can get a point against Man City because Man City, on the other hand, they struggle to get points against Tottenham. And if I'm not wrong, I think City have not managed to win at the new stadium for Tottenham. Do you think this is where Spurs can stop City?
That we are talking about Tuesday night football. Actually, that game will be at 10 p.m. So, Manchester City versus Tottenham. I know
Double,
that.
double
Yes.
A, wacha
Yeah.
nikukate kwanza, tuzungumzia Arsenal na Man U, because that is the game that comes before Tottenham and City. What do you
Yes.
think?
Wow. Now that one. Let me. Okay. Allow me first before I analyze that game. Allow me to talk as a fan now. Honestly, Manchester City, we know history ya kushikiana mtu ashinde game zake, it has been ongoing, right? I
Yes,
For
yes.
now, I think versus the only remaining games Arsenal, they yet to face Everton, then it's Manchester United.
Yeah.
The only game I think labda Arsenal can be held for now within those two games is against Manchester United, who will be at Old Trafford. Then you look at Manchester United right now, and you look at Arsenal. Honestly, I just believe that miracles do happen in the world of football because Manchester United to win against Arsenal, they will really need a miracle because starting from their players, Ten Hag himself, I think Manchester United is facing a lot of problems. At the same time, Arsenal, they are enjoying their time. Actually, I don't think Arsenal got hit that much after exiting the Champions League.
Champions League. Yeah.
They moved on so fast. As in, like, we saw them resting players for Champions League, but immediately they were eliminated. They are back in the game. They are back winning their games. When you look at Manchester United, they didn't participate in any matches there, but injuries are costing them big time. That one we'll have to agree. That Manchester United, the
Yeah.
reason we aren't seeing them perform as much as we want, as much as they have been performing, is injuries. And you talk about defenders. Because if a club doesn't have good defenders at the moment, hapo hakuna kuongelea. So let us talk about Manchester United and Arsenal now. Arsenal, ndovu iko tu hapo juu. As much as we want to sugarcoat things, ndovu ako hapo juu.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
hapo mwana Arsenali, I just believe going to Old Trafford, they play against, if Manchester United plays against the way they played against Crystal Palace, hapo Old Trafford naona tu about watanyeshewa mabao. And if I was to give my prediction, as much as I would love Manchester United to win, I don't think they stand a chance against Arsenal. But I will say but because this is football. They have a rivalry. That's why it comes in. Klabu hizo mbili
Yeah.
ziko na rivalry. Nobody, even if they are down, Manchester United, I think they will go down fighting if they will lose that game. But kuongea ukweli, the worst can happen is a draw. It's either a draw or Arsenal win, honestly.
Because it's not a derby, but it's a rivalry. They have a big rivalry. It's not a derby like Liverpool, Everton, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City, Man United. This is a rivalry,
Yeah.
and this rivalry, I guess Arsenal has only won one in the last 16 at Old Trafford. And
Yes.
so the last time Arsenal won at Old Trafford was 2020 against Man United during COVID season. There was no fans there. Aubameyang scored a penalty. But do look at this Arsenal side, the way they are scoring, the way they are playing, and Mikel Traoré is alleging his team. Do you think they still have a chance to go and win that game?
Yes. I think Arsenal can win against Manchester United, to be honest. First, look at Mikel Arteta, what he has built over these 2 years with Arsenal. I think it's something, and that's why I'm putting him. He deserves to be manager of the season because he has put something that has not been there in Arsenal for a while. He has new players, the likes of Declan Rice. We see Actually, in the beginning of the season, the first leg of the season, we saw him come up late at the game and score goals. They have
Yeah.
the captain bodyguard, of course. So Mikel Arteta has built something that hasn't been here, haven't been at Arsenal for a while. So yeah, amebuild timu yake fiti, na I think Manchester United venye tu nimesema, ukicompare the way they are at right now na venye tu Arsenal iko tu, kuongea ukweli facts, Arsenal, even their players, they are higher than Manchester United players. Yes, because the forward there, kina Gabi you look at the forward Arsenal have hapo tu wanaenda hapo. Kuna watu wanaenda kunyeshewa mabao na sitasema ni akina nani.
Unajua kuna time Manchester ilitupiga 8 goals to 2. And if it
Yes.
is a good time for Arsenal to revenge, kama kuna time poa ya Arsenal ku revenge hiyo season, hiyo bao ni this season. Kuna 3 times Arsenal imeinifanya nisikie uchungu, nikasikia kulia. Champions League final with Barcelona 2006. Tulipigwa
Yes.
2-1, red card ya Lehmann na huyo refa na Barcelona they cost us. 2011 tulicheza Carling Cup final against Birmingham. Kwa Chianli na wachezaji goalkeeper akafanya mistake tukapigwa final. Hiyo inaniumanga, lakini hii ingine 8-2 inaniumanga zaidi. If there is a way we can go there, beat them 5
Yes.
like we did to Chelsea or 6,
Yeah.
I'll be the happiest man. Lakini unajua sometimes United always turn up ikifika ni Arsenal.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford on his debut he scored 2 goals against Arsenal. Why? Because they turned up. Na hiyo time nini Manchester ilikuwa na injuries mingi sana.
Yeah.
The beauty about this, Lisandro Martinez is back, but I don't think he is fit enough to start in that match. So pale nyuma wanaweka Casemiro. What do you think of Casemiro? The other day nimeona Gary Neville said Casemiro has only left with 3 matches acheze, then he can go to Turkish League ama Saudi Arabia. What do you think of Casemiro? Unafikiria pale nyuma itakuwa kutomboka tu Casemiro akiwa?
About Casemiro, yes, the couple games zenye zimepita tumeona him fumbling and costing Manchester United goals. But if you look when he was coming from Real Madrid, even when he was playing there, Casemiro has always been a good player. He's a good defender. One thing I know with Manchester United, even players, this is according to me and how I view things. You find that Manchester United players, they actually have a lot of pressure. I think pressure kills them practically because they are under pressure to perform. But that does not justify what Casemiro is doing. Even what he did against Crystal Palace is just it's not expected of him because he's a high caliber defender. It's not expected. So against Arsenal, I just think that he have no choice but to show up. Unfortunately, for Manchester United, they are lacking even Harry Maguire. I don't think is Harry Maguire back. No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, actually, the reason I'm saying Manchester United has a lot of pressure. Just have a look at Harry Maguire when he was not a captain, Ama when he was a captain to Manchester United. That guy used to make mistakes. Just look how he used to perform when he had the gear. He used to score on goals. Even when you are a team like Manchester City, they are playing against Manchester United. They just used to say that they're having one extra player. That is Maguire. And the same is happening with Casemiro. There's something that is called player confidence. And if one thing that is happening in the world of sports is bullying, and if you're just like Rashford, what did he say? He's been tormented, he's been bullied. So even his confidence goes down. Juu kila mtu uko nje, they just know you cannot do it. They just want you out. Him himself, he's seeing that. He's seeing that Manchester United fans want me out. And I'm playing for this club. So hata confidence ya mchezaji inaenda chini. But I just think that against Arsenal, Casemiro has no choice but to show up for the game because although Manchester United fans right now, hata wao wako tu 50-50, they don't see it happening, but they have to pull up because Without a doubt, that is a big game.
I'm saying to myself that if we must beat them, we should not underestimate them because hii mpira ya EPL sometimes inaweza kugeuka. Let's focus. Chelsea, sorry, not Chelsea. Chelsea have no business because na event of six waoni. Chelsea event of six waoni. We talk of Tottenham on Tuesday against Man City. This is where I think people are looking at a match and saying this is where City are going to drop points. You as an analyst and also as a Manchester City fan, do you think it's a game that Spurs can make City to drop points?
Uh, now the funniest thing about Tottenham Hotspur, and that is worrying me for sure before our game, is that they have lost. They have lost 4 games. They have lost against Newcastle, against Arsenal, against Chelsea, against Liverpool. Now they are coming to face Manchester City. That one will get you worried. Even as much as many teams are coming past Tottenham, that is a worry.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
if they are winning, I would be confident like we will go there and we will beat them. But they have been losing. Now that is trouble because they want to prove themselves again. Because you can't write off Tottenham. I mean, how can you write off? It's among the big teams. It's among the big six, actually. You can't write them off.
yeah,
And if there's a team that had a good first leg, it was Tottenham Hotspur.
it's Tottenham.
They topped the. I think there's a moment they topped the league, though.
They topped the
And
league for 2 months. If I'm not wrong.
yes, so Tottenham is a big team against Manchester City, of course, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We don't have a good record, but the recent match that we had with Tottenham, it was the FA match, and they lost 1-0 to us. So as much as I am optimistic about that game, I just feel like it won't be an easy game for Manchester City because Tottenham will definitely show up. They will show up against Manchester City and they will prove to the world that yes, we have been losing games, but this is the time. This is the time, and they will. I just have a feeling they will want to prove with Manchester City. But now I remember something. There was, I don't know, it was not official. It was not official, but Tottenham walikuwa wamesema, according to what I saw, that it's better if Manchester City wins the league. Did you see that?
Yeah, I also saw where they are saying, and it's better they play Conference League than watch Arsenal win, and they play Champions League, because
I did.
if they win, if
Yes.
they win, they'll be, I guess, 4 points behind Villa, and
Mm,
into the 2 games to go. And Villa, what happened to Villa in losing to Olympiacos home and away, so they might that frustration might hurt them.
yeah.
So Tottenham still have a chance to play in Champions League next season if they win their game and Villa loses 1 game. Now, I guess I don't know if the players will just let the players and the board and the coach will just let City beat them,
No,
or
actually,
they'll
it
fight
won't
for
happen.
it.
They definitely there'll be a fight. But what determines that is tomorrow Tottenham will be facing Burnley. I'm just praying and hoping they win because if Tottenham fails to win against Burnley, hapo sasa there will be too much pressure for Manchester City. Me, I just think and I want to see Tottenham winning because we go against them having lost five away. I think we may lose 5 games consecutive. That one will be trouble. I just want them to win so that they can be back in the game. We face the normal Tottenham, the one that we saw, the little one. Although they lost to Arsenal, you can attest that that game was from another level. Actually, if there was an addition of 10, 15 minutes, we could have seen otherwise. We could have seen Tottenham win that game. So I'm not writing them off. That game, as much as I'm expecting Son to show up. The likes of Richarlison, Madison to show up against Manchester City. So it won't be an easy one. But talking about facts, and I think Manchester City is going to win, though I feel like it won't be so many goals. Love the 2-1. The kind of
I
2-1.
also think Tottenham had a lot of injuries during the season, likes of Udogi, likes of Bissouma, Richarlison. I guess these injuries zimewacost sana this season.
Yeah.
Um, we focus on Champions League before we come back to EPL. Champions League. Uh,
Yes.
who is your favorite?
Who's my favorite
Because
to win the Champions League?
I know. Yeah, I know you are a Bayern Munich fan, and of course, I didn't want Bayern Munich to win because of Eric Dyer and Harry Kane for obvious reasons. Who do you think will win Champions League? Who do you want to win? For me, I love BVB.
Okay, there is a difference with who I want to win and who I think will win.
Yeah.
Honestly, talking about me myself, I've been a Real Madrid fan for as long as I can remember. I think even before Ronaldo moved to Juventus, I was still there. The time of Sergio Ramos, Modric, beautiful football that time. I remember very well. I'm a Madrid fan, but um, honestly, I want that the kind of domination they are having in Champions League to come to an end. But unfortunately for you and for me, we all know Real Madrid and Champions League. That team has got experience. Ancelotti has got experience with Champions League. Then Borussia, I don't think actually the way they played against PSG, as much as
PSG.
they didn't convince me that much, they didn't. So me there, I just think that Real Madrid are going to win it easy, like 2-0 at Wembley. 2-0. Hapo sidhani as much as we want things otherwise. Ukiangalia timu zote mbili unaona Real Madrid are way better off. The experience they have in the Champions League is gonna come through for them. Although Borussia, I would love them if they win. You, of course, they are not doing so well in Bundesliga. I don't remember the last time they won wakichukua Bundesliga. They just come second. It's like just Barcelona out there.
Actually, last season walipigwa game ya mwisho. If they were to win last game
I
wangebeba,
remember.
but walipigwa tena nyumbani. It was ni kama Arsenal ikuja ipigwe na Everton on the last game, knowing that if they win they watachukua depending on the results of Man City and the other teams.
You know,
It will be hurting.
yes, it will be hurting. Actually, it's a good thing you have brought that up. Actually, because one of the EPL teams that does not perform very well with pressure, it happens to be Arsenal. Me, I can't be surprised, by the way. Me, I can't be surprised against Everton. Munaona Arsenal
Yeah.
ikishanga. And what I would hope from Everton ni they attack mapema. Mapema ndio best. First half attack. Muone kama mtapata kitu. As
Because
much as
I think hii itakuwa determined on the last day. Ni kama Chopper itakuwa juu, going to Emirates, going to Etihad, going to Emirates, going to Etihad. Bao ikifungwa wanarudi kupeleka cup. Because I'm fearing Everton more than I'm fearing Man United. I'm fearing Everton.
yeah.
Because last season walitupiga 1-0, although alikuwa walitupiga. Everton used to be one of the Arsenal favorite fixtures, but siku hizi they seems to be too tough on Arsenal. And Arsenal, when there's pressure, sometimes tunajisahau. Tunakuwa tunakala. Angalia game ya Aston Villa. We knew Liverpool wamepigwa na Crystal. We knew.
Yeah.
So, we came to this game with a lot of pressure, fearing what will happen if we lose or draw. And there was a point I was saying to my friends, if Mikel don't win this game, then get a draw. Make sure you don't lose this game. Kusema hivyo, boom, tukapigwa moja. We started attacking, throwing every attacking minded player we know. and that Watkins counter 2-0, it was done. Lucas Paqueta, you guys are interested with the Lucas Paqueta. Why? Lucas Paqueta at Man City. This Man City midfield will be great. Do you want Lucas Paqueta in your team?
Honestly, it's not a matter of about who I want or what I want in the team, but if I was to be asked personally, I just I don't feel like Manchester City we need to sign any other players. If the player that I feel like Manchester City we need to sign is Jamal Musiala only. Because what is happening, what happens with Manchester City? It's about team building. That is what Pep does, and that's why you come to see that Calvin Phillips, unfortunately, did fit into the system, and that's why he
Yeah,
got eliminated very early. Which I think he was a good player while coming.
yeah,
Sasa Paqueta is a wonderful player without a doubt. He's a good. Actually, if we can get to sign him, it would be such a good midfield. But our rivals will use that as an excuse. They will just say the same reason they are saying that Manchester City is using CG oil money. That is what has been trending out here. That Manchester
yes,
City,
yes,
yeah, it's oil money and what I we can as a club we can prove that even with the squad that Manchester City has right now, even without addition or subtraction, that team could still win a trophy. It could still win the Champions League, even the team that we have. But of course, kuongeza gari mafuta hata kama bado iko nayo, it's not bad. So if he comes to Manchester City, I think it's well and good. If Manchester City, we just pick our young people all here to we build them. That is our academy. That would be most better. But wacha tutulie tuone kama atakuja ama Jamal has been linked with us, kama either of them they will come. But if they come, other teams need to get scared because that
I
midfield.
guess I guess Jamal Musiala will be a better option because KDB is becoming of age. He can't give you another 2-3 seasons, and knowing Bernardo Silva might be leaving, Bernardo Silva if there's a player who is underrated at Man City and he is an unspoken hero for me, is Bernardo Silva. I love that guy. He is very good, but I don't see him at City in the next 2 seasons. So Jamal Musiala might be coming to fill the spot of KDB. And also, in that midfield, if Lucas Paqueta come, Mateo Kovacic, I, I don't rate him so high. So I think he'll be very, very, he'll miss some games because of Paqueta. But for me, in terms of transfer for Arsenal, I need somebody who can come and give me 18, 20, 25 goals, and that is Isaac. I need Isaac at Arsenal. Why? I need somebody who knows Premier League. I don't need somebody who will come to just experiment. Yes, some people will argue. Once kusema Erling Haaland came without knowing Premier League and he scored 30 goals, but that is Erling Haaland. I want somebody who is at Premier League. Oli Watkins is becoming of age, 29, 30 years or 28. I don't want him. I want somebody who is 26, 27 up. Isaac, all the if I'm taking experience, then I'll go for Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan. There's another guy tumekuwa linked naye striker anaitwa Victor Yokeres, anachezea Sport Lisbon, I guess, ya Portugal. He used to play for Coventry yenye imepiga Manchester United kabla juzi, but he is good, he is young, he is scoring goals, but I don't think right now as an Arsenal, because next season I know we are going to be very, very good side in terms of Champions League and Premier League. I'm coming knowing how Arteta is building the team, so I need somebody who can come and tell and give me a Pep a headache. Wacha saizi ati Pep anaona Arsenal iko hapa, nataka mtu anafunga Pep anajua there's a team on the other side, because currently yes Arsenal is there, but we are not at the same level as City. We have to agree City is the best team in the world for now. They are the best team in the world. They have quality players at every position. Look, City have played the whole season without a natural left back, and you cannot come to realize Hawan and left back.
Yes.
Don't don't you want a left back, by the way?
As I said, how Manchester City has been playing all along this season, I think we have been good the way we are. Because as much as if we get all the players the way people need them, I mean, the way people expect them to see, we don't see. That is why we see rotation of players at Manchester City, because there is some positions, ama there is some positions that players are not there, ama they are not available. I just feel like Manchester City, we are good. We are good to go. Sijaiona shida yoyote. Actually, our defense, it has been shaky ikikuja katikati, but I think we can handle it. Actually, I didn't want mimi nimesema tu I just need Musiala to come. If he will come, Manchester City, we are going to go with that, of course. Yes, of course we have lost good players in between there. And Arsenal, we gave you Zichenko, we gave you Gabriel Jesus, and we are not seeing you use them quite well. Although kidogo Jesus in a backfire due to injuries, but I think Manchester City squad right now is the best squad, and that's why they gave Real Madrid. I'll never move on from that. I will never understand how Madrid managed kutotoa kwa Champions League while we had the upper hand the whole of 90 plus minutes. We had them with that squad. So I think
I
Manchester City will go.
I also don't know why Bayern Munich eliminated us, because the two goals they scored at the Emirates, they were avoidable goals. There's not that goal that you say, this and this. They played, they were clinical. I also think if we had won our game at the Emirates, it could be easier for us to eliminate them. For Arsenal, I want another centre back who is utility, that he can play on the left side, because on either side, because we really need a left back. But if Arteta is bringing in a left back, he brings somebody that can also play as a centre back. Also, if we are going to release Thomas Partey is good. He is a very, very good player. I don't think there's many DM who can control the tempo of the game, break a play. I don't think there are many in the world that are in the level of Thomas Partey. The problem with Thomas Partey for me is not even the wages. The problem is his record of injuries. This season, he has only played around 14 games. Imagine a Thomas Partey, a full fit Thomas Partey in the whole of the season. So, if I'm going to let Thomas Partey go, then I would go for Bruno Guimaraes of Newcastle. We have been linked with him. I want Bruno Guimaraes, but the problem with Bruno Guimaraes is discipline. I don't know what's wrong with these Brazilian players. Angalia Richarlison, angalia hata Big Gabi wetu, sometimes he loses it, anakuwa akishautia ma players, and if it's not for Saliba being so calm, for maybe sometimes Gabriel anaweza mcost na red card, but not against Man United. Then I want a striker, and then I want a winger. If we can get the 4 players, then I'm good to go. 4 players, a defender, a midfield, somebody to come and help Jorginho, because Jorginho added a new contract. Yes, I agree. He is good. He is good in dressing room and all that. Then a winger and a center forward. Now we go to the next topic. I ask you, who is your player of the season?
Actually, before going to that, I wanted to mention something that you have just said about the transfers.
Yeah.
As much as Arsenal, I see you have planned it out the way you want to sign players. But I just hope that Arsenal imebadilika, si Arsenal ile ya kitambo, because we all know that Arsenal is the kind of a team that stretching it hands to pay for somebody. The story of another
But we
day.
paid,
But
we paid 100
yes,
million pounds for Declan Rice,
yes,
65 million pounds.
Arteta akuje.
65.
I think Arteta came with
Eh,
a change to Arsenal. I agree there. So Arsenal, kindly don't finish Newcastle. Wachaneni na if Isaac leaves Newcastle, Bruno Guimaraes leaves Newcastle. I don't think those transfers are possible. After all, Newcastle are not looking for money; they've got money
Yeah,
themselves. So hawatauza
they got
wachezaji
money.
wapate do wao wako sawa. I just hope that you guys will play. Wacheni na Newcastle go hunt outside the world.
But the people who have been linked to it is the guys that like Frank de Jong of Barcelona. Sometimes injuries, sometimes
I don't think even he
yes.
can come. He can't come to. I don't think he can come to EPL Dijon right now. I don't think so.
What?
I don't see
Kwa
him.
nini? Wages.
I just I know at EPL. I don't think. Actually, he will spend some time in the La Liga.
We
EPL
are
is
also
the only. Yeah.
linked with the guy Subamendi. I guess anachezea Real Sociedad. Uh, but I want an EPL, somebody who is proven. Sitaki mtu tutakuja kuanza we say he is new in London. We want somebody who will come and we can go 49, 50, 55 games unbeaten in the next season, like Bayern Leverkusen. So can we talk about player of the season?
Yes. Yes, we can.
because because we have a couple of them. Man City, we have Haaland and Foden. Um, then we have Arsenal, we have Rice and Captain Fantastic. Then the other Palmer. Else is there? VVD and is Watkins there?
Yeah, Watkins is there also.
And Watkins. I'm missing one. I'm forgetting one person. Who would you choose and why?
No, I haven't been so confused in choosing a person like I am right now in the player of the season. Honestly, talking about because I think that players has showed up. They have actually those nominations. The only person in the field like I needed to see him was Rodri. Although many people he is so much underrated because I think at the end of the day, what they look upon is how many goals are you scoring, how many assists are you giving. They don't look how well you play, how well you
Yeah,
are a playmaker. I think somehow I feel like Rodri deserved to be in the nomination. Now we talk about, of course, there is Phil Foden. That guy has scored hat trick consecutive 2 months. Yes, he scored hat tricks back
yes,
to back. We talk about Haaland. Never, there's something I always say, and I've been saying throughout the season. Haaland right now, he's not giving us what we saw him give us the last season. But you cannot write
true.
him off. He has missed couple of games. But when he comes back, so what does he do? He scores 4 goals. And there
Yeah,
are people who argue that Haaland don't show up against big teams. I bet
big teams.
I just wonder what they're talking about. Yes, we haven't seen him score a lot of goals that we used to. Plus, what I can argue is that guy, he's young. One, he's a young player. It's only one season he has played for
He he
Manchester City. This is the second season. Give
he
the
only
player
struggled.
time.
He only struggled against Real Madrid and Arsenal because I guess most of the big teams he has scored. I don't know why people adulate him, saying he don't shine against big teams. But you look at these big teams, he scores a hat trick against Man United last season. Unless you tell me Man United is not a big team, we all know Man United is a big team. Only this season that he has
It
fumbled.
is.
So saying he don't perform against big teams, you cannot write him off just because he didn't score against Arsenal or Real Madrid.
Yeah,
You you know he only need one chance, and that one chance you know what he can do.
yeah.
So go ahead.
So me, okay, we were talking about player of the season, and of course we have seen Phil Foden what he has been doing. Surprisingly, Oli Watkins has 19 goals for Villa with no penalties. Unlike
Yes.
Palmer he got the actually the player was he did he get the player of the month or what? I guess. he did.
Yes, yes.
But Palmer has so much been depending on penalties, not clear goals. Yes, he got, I think, goal of the month versus Everton, which was a good strike. But honestly, Palmer has been scoring more goals through penalties, not clear goals. That is for sure. A player like Ollie Watkins, 19 clear goals with no penalty. You see what I'm talking about? A player like Isak, we saw him. Kuna games kadhaa tu struggle, but he's good. When he comes back, he scores. So that's why Nasema, I have never felt okay. I've not talked about Declan Rice and Odegaard. I mean, those are good players. They are showing right now. But the question you will have to ask yourself: we are talking about not some particular games, the whole season. Who is that
The whole
player who
season.
has been constant the whole season? Now there will be young player of the year and there will be the player of the year. So I'm just hoping young player of the year. I'll either see Phil Foden or Erling Haaland win either for Manchester City for obvious reasons. Na mtu aseme ni juu nimevaa jezi. No, it's because Manchester
No.
City has been playing good, and Erling Haaland will arguably, I think he has the potential to win the Golden Boot than any other player. So
Yeah.
either Erling Haaland or Phil Foden gets the young player of the season. Now, player of the season, I don't know. To say right now, I don't have the right answer to that. For me, I feel my player of the season is not nominated, and that my player of the season is Rodri. Yeah, nikiangalia wenye wako nominated, I would pick Erling Haaland. Yeah, I would pick Haaland as the player of the season.
Um, it's quite confusing for me. Uh, I don't know. I would not go for Cole Palmer for obvious reasons because uh, sometimes you look what you does for the team, but he has a lot of he has a lot of assists. We agree on that. He has a lot of assists. I guess 11 assists, if I
Yeah.
statistic I'm not wrong with them. But I look at Haaland, I look at Phil Foden, then I look at Declan Rice. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Let me not pick anybody there. But if I was to choose young player of the season, I guess Palmer will win it because of the goals. But if I was to choose, I'll go for Phil Foden. He has outdone Bukayo Saka this season. He has outdone Cole Palmer. Young player of the season, I would go for Phil Foden for me.
And
Player
then
player
there,
of the season,
player
yeah.
of the season. Yes, you are
Player of the
player of the.
season,
I
I
said,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because
I told you that.
if if Rice, Rice in the first few games, he was not the Rice that we have now. If he could have started the way he is doing right now, yes, he has been good. But in the last, maybe like the first 10 games, if he was so like the way he's doing now, because he used at the beginning of the season he used to play as 6, now he's playing as 8. Then I could have gone for Rice. Now I think Rice will take number 2. But because of the boot, I think Haaland will win it because
Okay.
he has scored goals, and he has 3 more games to play to make it 30 goals a season if he can manage to get 5. Vision, who is your Vision? You can tell us who is your player of the season before we end it. Now, Double K, kuna watu niliona ukihoji where do you get these guys from?
No.
Sometimes unaoneanga watu wa Arsenal kwa sababu you say do you know how nasikianga vibaya nikisikia mtu being associated with my club, then you are giving me funny facts. Unajua Arsenal ilikuwa na timu gani jana, then you quote teams za Germany ligi. una quote team ya Germany, mara una quote team sijui ya wapi. Unaulizwa ati
You know,
anacheza timu gani? Or you say Arsenal, then unasema just come. If you're not a ball person, say you are not. You don't have to force it, man.
you know what I happen to do with my interviews. Most of the time, even if they get it wrong, when I'm shooting that, I actually don't tell them. Of course, I know you're lying to me. You tell me something, I know it didn't happen. I will just have to agree with
Yes.
you for the purpose of what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I know what you saw, and it's entertaining. I actually loved it. Expect more to come.
Nachekanga hata and you know I cannot comment and say bad things about person because it's their opinion. You have to respect them. But
Yeah,
bwana
for
cheka na
sure. You know,
ita
but there's something people do. People do underrate people who've got football knowledge for some reason. But I see people fight in the socials. They say that you don't know ball. But if you face those
yeah.
people and ask them something, then you will realize, oh, okay, they just say for the sake of saying, but they don't mean it. But ni poa kama ilikufurahisha.
Huwa zinanifurahisha sana. And
I
well,
usually I like getting from young people. I like to see how young people, how well they know their teams. Actually, I don't ask much about the team's heritage ama deep ati vitu deep nitakuuliza. No, I just ask vitu za juju, recent things that happened in the last match. Yeah. Si uliona akisema De Gea.
yeah.
But it's good. It's quite cool.
It's quite good because it make my day. Na nanga Double K posted a video naenda haraka kuangalia ni gani. Jamaa wa Man United anaitwa Vision anasema his player of the month of the season ni Declan Rice.
Yeah.
I wish angetupea reason because
Reason.
yeah,
Which
because angetuambia why is he ruling out Erling Haaland, Phil Foden and maybe Odegaard. By the way, how do you think of Odegaard? Do you think he's better than Bruno?
Then Bruno, which one? Which Bruno?
The fake captain of Man United. Do you think anyway on a serious one? Do you think how do you think of Captain Odegaard? His performances.
Actually, this is for me rating him against Bruno. Actually, if I'm to rate him with this season, I think he's so much better. He's even much of a better leader compared to Bruno Fernandes. Because Bruno, I see him lose control of his team. I mean, that is his team from leadership. You have to stand up. I loved Maguire when he was captain. Even up to date, I never know why Manchester United decided otherwise. Because when you come to leadership, actually, when the season first leg of this season, Bruno was nowhere near qualities of a leader of such a club. Statistically, their form, how they play, I just think that Odegaard is better. I just love how I see him arrange his team quite well. So he is impressive. For me, I think Odegaard, I'll rate him better than Manchester United's Bruno. Na sisemi hivyo majirani munipate. That is my personal opinion. Wasiseme Sunday hawatatushikia. You know what Manchester United want to negotiate with Manchester City is
yes.
Manchester City ati washike Arsenal na sisi tuachie FA. And I'm telling them, guys, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Kama that is rivalry. Kama nyinyi mnataka kupiga Arsenal, mpigeni. But that, yes, you'll be helping City to some extent. But that does not mean ati kwa FA ikifika Manchester City will pay ati watacheza smooth just because you mlichapa Arsenal. It doesn't work like that. This is football. This is serious. You see players score against the teams they used to play. Unapata kama I would love to see Borussia versus Manchester United. For me to see Jadon Sancho do his thing. napotea, ninaenda kabisa off topic. I'm hoping you kindly pardon me, but I'm just saying this is pure football, it's pure business. Stories za ati wacha tukushikia Arsenali mtuachie FA, that one won't work. It doesn't work like that, like that, no.
I would feel bad if Man United wins FA. I would rather see Man City winning EPL and Man City winning FA, rather Arsenal winning EPL and Man United winning FA. Why should
What
they
do you
don't
mean?
deserve it? They have been awful. They
What
have
do
been
you mean you
awful.
would rather? Wait a minute. You know, did I get you right? That you would rather, you wouldn't
I
want
hate
to see
I hate Man U.
Arsenal win the league and Manchester United winning the FA.
I don't want Manchester United to win FA. Why should
You don't want.
you know, for them, it's funny how they will put it. But I think they have sense. If they win FA and Arsenal lose the title, EPL title, they'll have a better season than Arsenal.
Yeah. And they have been,
Yeah,
and looking at Arsenal this season, they have been. Actually, I would rate Arsenal better even than Manchester City. Arsenal has been so good throughout this season. It's just a few games wamelegea hapa pale, but they have been perfect. I think Arsenal imekuwa sawa sana. I would rate it as my team of the year. Arsenal imeng'ang'ana kabisa. They have won what is there. So hata mimi I wouldn't, for the peace, although I wouldn't rate, siwezifurahi Arsenal ikishinda Manchester City, we have an advantage, but I deserve, like, Arsenal wasiposhinda ligi hii season, they deserve appreciation even from the league. They have fought a good fight, honestly.
yeah, they have fought. Yeah, now Vision Sellers, Declan Rice has made you the most clean sheets. Arsenal have improved defensively. He scores goals. He has been an elevation to Arsenal midfield. True, but yeah, I agree, Vision. I agree, and I can choose him. But in terms of who win you matches, uh, Haaland has won Man City matches more than how Declan Rice has won as matches.
You know,
But
unfortunately, I think unfortunately is the game of numbers. Nimesema tu, I just feel like umeona player he's been nominated because he was playing well. No,
no,
you're getting nominated because of what the numbers, the output you have. How many goals have you scored? How many assists have you scored? Wewe kucheza vizuri, it doesn't help at all. You have, lazima kuwe tu na impact. You have to score goals. If you are a defender, you have to make tackles. You have, yani usipitwe, like Van Dijk. Actually, Van Dijk is the guy you are forgetting, I guess. Sijui kama umemmention. He has been nominated.
yes, and I don't know why. If you are taking Van Dijk and you are not taking Saliba or
Yeah,
Gabriel,
actually, that is a question because I would put Saliba. Actually, I would give him the defender of the year. Man, that guy has stepped up for Arsenal the whole season.
true. Yeah,
The all the names he has played, I don't think Saliba kuna kitu ati ametia. Then you have a good Arsenal, wamekuwa na Raya, but season ikianza, nakumbuka kulikuwa na mzozo wa Raya na Ramsdale, which I think it's over now, but I think Arsenal have a good season.
mzozo ni kama iko over because also there's a rumor that Ramsdale is going. We are bringing back Wojciech Szczesny. I don't know if you know him. He was at Arsenal. He won that FA.
Yeah.
Wojciech Szczesny alienda Juventus. I think he is coming back. Rumors if Ramsdale is going. I love Ramsdale. I love him, but he is too good to be a number 2 goalkeeper. He is young.
That is the thing. Yeah.
He is young, so he deserve a first team football. Because if Ramsdale was playing first team, I think he'll be the first choice goalkeeper for England this in Euros. Because Pickford is a good goalkeeper, but he makes a lot of mistakes. It's okay if Ramsdale goals, but you have to get a good second choice goalkeeper. I don't know if official mall or we can Fulham as we wait to demolish Man.
I didn't get to hear what you said.
I don't know if you have anything else to add, or we can end it there as we wait. As we wait for Fulham to give us a draw, then wait for us to demolish Man United.
Hapo kwa Fulham mtakaza actually there is something that kuna kitu ilikuwa kuna picha ilikuwa imepigwa ya Fulham players playing with a kite, and the caption read a scene that Manchester Arsenal fans don't want to see. And Pereira, who was, I guess it was him, akasema this was after training. So kwa hivyo Arsenal, kama mnataka kushikiwa na Manchester City, I think the team yenye mnafaa kukaza nayo ni Tottenham, because I don't think Fulham stands a chance. Even West Ham don't stand a chance against City. Hapo tu it's win-win. Na Manchester City
Wait.
games za mwisho, they don't, Man City doesn't struggle. Wao ni kumaliza. I've never seen Manchester City lose at the end of it all. Inakuwa ngumu sana. They fight. They fight.
You have just mentioned West Ham. Hatukuzungumzia West Ham. West Ham game yao ya mwisho ni City, and ni game ya mwisho ya David Moyes. Don't you think they want to give David Moyes a good farewell?
They were.
And also Mikel Antonio. Yes, Mikel Antonio. He was having an interview with the media huko, akasema if it comes to the end, we'll fight to the end and make sure Arsenal win it. So though I'm not relying on West Ham, I'm more relying on Tottenham than Fulham.
West Ham, do you remember how many goals you scored against West Ham? That is the team you want to help you after you demolished, embarrassed them. Like how, kwani watu wa Arsenal ni nini mbaya? Hiyo timu wachape bauzi zote alafu expect wawashikie Manchester City. I don't think, as I said, Manchester City two game we are supposed to worry about it against Tottenham. As much as people wanasema Tottenham imeisha, it's not. Haijaisha against Manchester City na itakuwa home. Haijaisha. That one is a battle. Hiyo ndio tu mnaweza kaza. Otherwise tutapatana saa 10:30 kesho tukiwa top of the table, of course. If we win tomorrow, we are going top. And then Sunday, jirani atufanyie tu miujiza itoke tu draw. We don't want much. You might come due because of Jirani, but
your Jirani cannot do anything.
Well, atakuwa Old Trafford. You guys kwani hamjui Old Trafford ni kichinjio?
Squeeze is the theater of screams. Let me ask you the last question. Who do you want to? Do you want Nottingham to go, or Luton, or Burnley? Because how the two of them are going. Can Nottingham survive? They have a game against Chelsea ama nani kesho?
Yeah.
Because Burnley wako na Tottenham
tomorrow. Yes.
I guess if they lose tomorrow, they are gone. And Tottenham, then we tutabaki na Nottingham na Luton. Do you think?
As much.
Nitibu hiyo ya relegation also, na uniambie playoffs. Kuna Leeds, kuna Southampton, kuna West Brom. Who else? Who unataka nani mwingine ajiunge na Ipswich na Leicester? Who else do you want to come?
First, I'm very happy that Leicester is back, because to me, I don't think Leicester City is a championship team. Honestly, I don't think of all the teams that belong to the championship, Leicester. Come on, look at how Wolves have survived. But they Wolves kutoka kuje, they are surviving na wamekuwa wenyewe ligi. Okay, tuongea about the relegation. The team that siku anataka under no chance iende, it's Burnley. Because of Vincent Kompany. The other team, because Kompany ni mtu wetu bana. I can't forget what he has done with Manchester City. So I wanted them to stay. The most unfortunate thing yet mechi ya kwanza Burnley had kwa ligi ilikuwa versus Manchester City na tukawararua vibaya sana bila huruma. Now Sheffield is confirmed. Sheffield will have to go. But sasa hapa pengine I think I wouldn't want Nottingham Forest to go as well, because I believe they have good players. Then because I don't want then teams zenye zote ziliingia 3 zirudi zote, because that one is an argument that we are having an argument because ukiona timu zenye tatu zimekuja, hakuna yenye imebaki, zote zinaenda chini. It just shows that ligi hii EPL ni kama iko na wenyewe bwana. It just we
Yeah.
need competition, but honestly hapo Burnley, they don't look that good. So Burnley, as much as I don't want them to go, they might, because again, kesho against Tottenham, I don't think Tottenham are going to lose game number 5. Kwanza against Burnley, but Burnley are fighting. Burnley, but sasa nimeitetea sana, but kuongea tu kweli, I don't think Burnley stands a chance though. Hata Nottingham,
I
but
also see Burnley low.
yeah, they might, but
Look,
I'll be
look,
happy if they stays.
yeah. Who do you want
Yeah,
to
the
come? I
team.
don't want Southampton to come back.
I want the Saints to come. I want Southampton to come back. I'm a Leeds,
They,
but I want to see the
they
Saints back.
I
Southampton
want
was a good team. Mimi nataka Southampton nikuje. I don't want
because
them.
I don't want Southampton to come because normally they get points against Arsenal. And even last season, if you can remember, last season they scored. I guess they beat. No, I guess it was a draw of 2-2. The World got scoring.
Yeah.
I don't like them. And if there's another team that ilienda relegation ikaenda ikiendanga kabisa, huko ni Swansea. Swansea used to get
Hull
points
City.
against Arsenal.
Even Hull
Na
City.
Hull City hizo team.
And went.
Hull City. I guess Hull City. Let me check.
Hull City. Sahi Hull City. Hapana, it's not. Hull City is nowhere close to coming back to Premier League. I think so. Sidhani.
Playoffs za kesho nilikuwa nimeona mahali. I don't know which team.
Hull City actually.
Playoff. No. Playoffs ni Sunday. Norwich versus Leeds, then West Brom versus Southampton. If Norwich or Leeds, one of them to come.
I just need Southampton. Let Southampton come. Tuone mambo yake itakuwaje. Mimi nataka Southampton warudi. I want competition.
Kwanza Patrick Angeru says kwanza Swansea Miguel Michu. Huyo jamaa alikuwa anatufunga. Then he used to do kamkono hivi akitufunga. Kuna jamaa alikuwa anatufunga huko. I don't love them. The other team that I don't like ni Brighton. Brighton usually make us struggle. Those season tumewapiga. But Brighton, I guess
Brighton has disappointed me this season because I just believe Brighton is one of the teams. When they were facing big six, walikuwa wanachapa Arsenal, hata Manchester City chapa, Arsenal chapa, Liverpool chapa, Chelsea chapa. But this season against big teams they have been beaten and wanaondolewa. So Brighton this season, I don't think it has impressed me. No, they haven't impressed me that much.
Same here. Double K, sijui kama uko na kitu kingine ya kuongezea because I want us to have another show maybe after league ikiisha, then we can see how the season will goes. Flop of the season. By the way, who is your flop of the season? Because for me it's Anton of Man City, Man United. The guy was bought 80 million pounds, amefunga bao moja, assist moja. 80 million pounds, amefunga bao moja. For me, he is the flop of the season.
Actually, I don't have a flop of the season, but I feel so bad for Newcastle. Newcastle, they happened to buy. Yes, they did buy that guy so much expensive. Nadhani walimbuy 64 million. The guy mwenye alitoka Milan. Yes?
Tonali.
Yes. I feel bad for them. Huyo jamaa even pesa yenye yote walimnunua hakucheza, he got banned. Like huyo ni yeye tu player anaweza sema, because I think when we talk about players and flopping, sometimes ni system ya team haingiani. Unaweza pata ni system haingiani because a good player is a good player. Mtu kufika level wako lazima tu he's a good player. Unapata tu ni he has some problems. So hata Anthony and then making matters worse, Anthony scored. Even Manchester United didn't win that game. I felt so bad for him. I think he
Yes,
scored
yes,
against
yes.
Burnley. Was it against Burnley? They didn't.
No.
Ama walitoka
Burnley
draw.
did
I think
1-1.
he's
He had chosen
yeah.
the Burnley.
Yeah, I think he scored that
Walitoka
game.
draw.
They didn't even win. I just hope that they won at least aseme nilifunga na hiyo game tulishinda. Hata hawakushinda. I would have to agree with you. Anthony kidogo has been disappointing. Actually, there's a player mwingine squad ya Brazil imetoka. Richarlison is not there. Nimeona tu nikajua
Yes,
kimemtuma.
and Patrick Njero anasema would go for Calvin Phillips. You guys, what did you do to Phillips? He was very, very good at Leeds United. Unakumbuka squad ya England? Phillips, even before Leeds United, iwe watu wajue sana Leeds United after kurudi from relegation. Phillips and Rice, that midfield. Philip and Rice. Mukamchukua. You guys destroyed him. I've never seen Pep. I don't know Man City destroying players like Man United. They destroyed players' hopes and careers. But for City, Phillips, man, then he went to West Ham. Nothing yet. I wanted him
Yeah,
at
that is
Arsenal actually. Good.
actually I wanted to say that Calvin Phillips hapo angalieni. I don't think Manchester City is a problem. Alienda saa zenye ameenda West Ham. Why na alipewa hadi first time alienda akaingia first squad. Why isn't he proving himself if he is a good, of course I'm not saying he's a bad player, he's a good player, but kidogo system yake na ya Pep haikuingiana. You know, ukiingia Pep, if you don't play the way he saw you or the way he expected you, you will see yourself, you will just see akikufukuza. That is what happens with Pep. I agree. Yes, tulimnunua pesa mingi. He didn't show up for Manchester City, but it moves on. Yes, I West Ham he had a chance to prove himself. So West Ham hawamtaki. What can we do more?
But labda atarudi Leeds ikirudi. Anyway, I don't have much for now. We wait for tomorrow and see what happens on Sunday. Then we see what happens on Tuesday. Utakuwa live lini?
Okay. Sunday jioni. After the game iko 8:30 ama 6:30?
6:30.
Yeah, 8:30 nitakuwa live. Nitakuja. So Sunday nitakuwa live. Yeah, 8:30.
Sawa, tutapatana Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Juli katalia huko utaki kufika na nyuki.
Nitatembea ipo siku. Nitatembea one of these fine days. Mafuriko ikiisha.
Okay, thank you. Hata mafuriko iishe. Asante sana
Yeah.
Double K, and thank you for your time. Whoever wins, wakiwi mkitushinda ligi nitakubaia jersey ya next season.
Hata mimi mkishinda nitakubaia na nikuprintie jina, wacha hivyo. If you win nitakubaia jersey nikuprintie jina. So
same here.
yeah,
If you win,
that's a big challenge. Me, I believe in my team, so I'll wait for that jersey.
Sure, I believe we will win our matches, and let's see what happens. Tuesday. If Tuesday mtawin, it's done.
Hiyo Tuesday saa 6 nitakuwa live. Game ni saa 4. So saa 6 I'll be live. Ni venye tu kesho is Wednesday, nitaingia live after Manchester City game versus Fulham. Actually hizi games zote zimebaki, nitakuwa nikiingia live. Hata game yenu kiisha naingia live, tunaongea, tunaona mambo imekuwa vipi, we analyze the game and we call it a day.
Sawa. Tutaongea kesho. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate as well.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Good night, Shooter.
Wow. Thank you. Double K, it's always about beautiful game. Tulikuwa tunazungumzia mchezo wa kadanda. We were talking about the beautiful game here at BWA TV. Official Anamora, if you're there, you can come to redirect. Staki vita ingine. If you're not there, I just end and go join the person who's live. Uko. That was amazing stuff, guys. 2 lives to do. First of all, we had with Kosi of Arsenal Podcast, and now we had with Double K of Manchester City. So, guys, it's always about beautiful game. My name, Baba, well the Pandit, like keep your county favorite Pandit. Kijeru, Leno najua atatufanyia ile kitu. Leno na Iwobi watatufanyia hiyo kitu na William. Hao watatushikia. Anyway, good night, guys. See you on the next one. See you on Sunday. We are going to have a premiere Sunday before our game. We are going to have a premiere giving out the EPL updates, particularly on City versus Fulham. Then on Sunday we have a big one, 6:30 Kenyan time. Arsenal hosting Man City hosting Arsenal at Old Trafford. Bye, guys. My name is Baba the Pandit, Laikipia County favorite Pandit.
Boom! My name is Baba Wealth the Pandit, and this is BWA TV. BWA TV, we are road to 100,000 subscribers. And we also want to say a special thanks to my channel members. May God perfect that which concerns you.